in Lebanon, Ohio, just a distance away from Dayton. I found this movie location from the 1978 movie Harper Valley PTA. It starred Barbara Eden. Fun fact, Harper Valley PTA is also the movie that launched the career of Woody Harrelson, who was a teenager at the time of the filming, and he took a part as an extra, a high school student in that movie. Then after that, he caught the acting bug, and we know who it is. But a quick location. This is Main Street. You can see how this building is here, this here, this here. And then we come down to the famous Golden Lamb Hotel Restaurant. Very famous. 12 U.S. presidents stayed there. Charles Dickens, Mark Twain. It's been there. It's like the oldest restaurant ever. And then you can see this little building right here. But I found this in the opening of the movie. They do a fly down film of Mulberry Street in Lebanon, Ohio, that I was just on. So this is right there, right here. You can see as it does a fly in, you can see this building here, this building here, this building here. You can see this is distinct because of these three windows here. And then the Golden Lamb is right here. You can see it's very distinct because of its little porch right here, and they go right by it. You can see the Golden Lamb sign out front. But this is in 1978. And if I stop it right here, this building on the corner right here also indicates the location as well as the church across the street. You can see that building, which is very distinct because it has the corner entrance right there. It's still there today. 1978 today. The church across the street from the Golden Lamb, you can see the top of that in the opening credits of Harper Valley PTA. So the fly down would be right across here. There's the building I was talking about with the three distinct windows and salon. You can tell by the colors. The first two are beige with two sets of three windows. And then bam, bam, bam. You see the Golden Lamb sign in the movie, but you can't tell that it says the Golden Lamb. Very famous place right here. Look into this. Well, there's the sign. You can see the sign right there. Going over that building there, just behind it. So let's take a look. House here, they drop down, and then that right there, and it's lower. 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings right there. 1978 from the movie Harper Valley PTA. That would be these 1, 2, 3, 4. They're still there from 1978. This is the area that they filmed over. Let's find this guy right here. Let's find this guy. Is it that one? No, that's not it. It would be right here. In that little store back up. You can tell by these four windows the way that they're right here and how this is offset right here that we have it right here. And the building next to it right there. Let's take a look. There it is right there. This house used to be blue. That'd be this guy right here. This building was in the movie. That'd be this guy right here. Well, we can see this train track right here. This is what I was following down to see if I could pick this location because of this. But all this has been replaced. This is 1978. Right here is a railroad crossing right here. And we'll find that right here. This is the water department now. And the electric department now. That's that complex now. And right here is that railroad crossing where they're stopping at right there. Right here. All that's been replaced. Top view of this home right here. I can tell because it's directly across from this right here. We'll get a top view of this big house. I wish I could move up in there a little bit closer, but it's this house right here. I can tell by how the roof part of it is right there. Definitely this house. We got some new windows though. Let's see here. Looks like this tree made it in the movie too. It's 434 Deerfield Road in Lebanon, Ohio. Used it. Just the outside shots. That's it. That's cool. That tree's still there. Stump there, little bush there. Gone, gone. That stump is now a tree. This tree right here. Going that way, that way, that way. It made it. See that pole right there made it to the movie. 1, 2, 3 trees right there. There's the pole. Probably the same one too. That looks pretty old. Then 1, 2, 3 trees. Totally fake. Right there. That doorbell's still there. Looks like that door was replaced by a Ring camera. Still opens in and out. Funny how that door opens this way, this one opens that way. And Barbara Eden came straight out there in that porch. I Dream of Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie. Yep. I don't know. That door's bigger now, but that sure does look like it, don't it? Go back. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. Looks like it. This movie was also Woody Harrelson's acting debut in 1978. He went to Lebanon High School. He was about 14 years old when this movie was made, and he was just an extra. This is what started him in his Hollywood career. He got the acting bug, and there he is right there. That's Woody Harrelson. But they changed scenes because this is the front of the school. She pulled up on the side of the school. And I don't know, because that's a long walk to get around to these steps that she's about to go up. So they did a little Hollywood magic on that one. Because she parked at the side of the school right here. And, but it's a really long walk to the front. I don't know why she would, because you have to go up the front steps. She'd have to go all the way down here to go up to the front steps. I don't know why she'd park there. Hollywood magic. Yeah, I've noticed how they've changed things so much. Like the stairs, it still comes down like that, but it's changed in the walling. The wall is changed a little bit. But I noticed this right here. This used to be an exit from the school. You can see these are the stairs that I was just showing you. And they've changed the cement quite a bit. But if you look at her pulling in her car, you'll see one exit, then one in the middle, and then one right there. And I was wondering what happened with that, why it's not there. But you can see from that wall right there, there clearly was an exit there with a fallout shelter, stairs and everything. But when you look at it in the movie, I'll get back here. Just a little bit. Right there. You see right there the sign? You can see how it's dropped down in between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows. Let's see, there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you can see where they took this doorway out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here would have been that doorway. So I know I'm in It's hard to do locations with Google Maps, but I'm not going all the way to Lebanon for this. That's nice. That's cool how I line it up. Oh, and this car that she pulls up in, it looks like that pole is in the same spot that it was back in '78 because of the sidewalk that's just in front of it. But the car she pulled up in is just awesome. '68 Cougar. Isn't that beautiful? You know, which when she played in I Dream of Jeannie, her husband drove a blue Camaro, and it was the same color like that. Larry Hagman drove that. But they filmed this. They were only there in Lebanon for 7 days to make this movie, a week. They did most of the outside stuff, and like that house on the inside. I don't know if that. I'm not sure if that's it or not. I'm looking for it, but the rest of it was filmed in California. Again, you kind of see that pole in the same. That might not be the same pole, but it's the same area because you can see the sidewalk go back past it right there. So she kind of parked right here. But this is the front of the building. We'll go back to this. It's crazy how things have changed over the years from 1978. This is just 2011. That school had a scare of a gunman, but you can see another. This is before they did all the remodeling. I can't get in there to show this, but that's where she parked her car at. I realize why I've had such a hard time finding this steps when I was looking at that school, because she parked along the side of that school, and I said it looked kind of funny how she would have to go all the way to the front. It's because they went to a completely different school. This is actually Lebanon High School. The other school was Berry Intermediate School, and the Berry is still there and looks the same. But I was looking around for that, to see the entrances to it, but they went to a totally different school, which is no longer available. But I was able to line this up just a little bit by using this post right here. You can see it's right at the beginning of the second landing. There's one over here too, but you can see it. And I found an old picture of Lebanon High School. So these would be the steps that Barbara Eden climbed up. You can see the pole in the movie right there. But all this has been remodeled. All this is definitely gone. Now you can kind of see from this clip where the stairs are right here. I've checked the windows and everything else. The windows have been changed, but the way I know that I'm in the right spot is because of how the building drops off right here. But I'm pretty sure that windows are changed in the school. Let's see. So Barbara Eden would have been probably on this step right here, turned facing where I'm filming at. Her hair is actually covering up this doorway, but you can see the two sets of windows and the drop down. That's right there in the clip. And like I said, her hair is covering that doorway. But you can see this right here and the drop down. So like I said, she's standing right here when she's making that, because I can see behind her. Her hair is covering this doorway, but I can tell by the structure that's poked out a little bit there and the lighting of the top of this and that drop down. But this right here really gives me a clue how the location is. But they walked up these stairs. You can see what I was talking about, how it extends just a little bit right here behind her hair. That's a doorway right there. But then we can see this, the way this tapers off right here. I'm in the right location. Yeah, but that high school building no longer exists. So I'm glad that we have pictures of it that I can match it up by. If I would have went out there, I wouldn't have been able to find it. It's not, Lebanon's not far from where I live. Another thing that tells me that I'm in the right location is this black vent that's under this window right here. You can see it right there. Let me try and zoom in on it, see if it'll help let me do it without messing anything up. Nope, that's about all it's going to do. But you can see this black vent right here. And there that black vent is right there. I'm glad that we can match it up through Google Maps and stuff, because going out there you're not gonna be able to do it. Right there it is. Now I went a little further through the movie, but you can see this doorway and that window and those 4 windows right there. And let me show you this scene. There's the doorway. There is the window. There's the perforation. And there was Barbara Eden's butt in 1978, y'all. I dream of Jeannie. That's cool. Barbara Eden's butt would have been right about here, because there's that door. Here's just a little more of Barbara Eden's butt as we do these locations. $1978, y'all. This is the part where she tells the PTA off. And here's a shot. Right here, you can see these 5 windows across. They come out of this doorway. You see the doorway right there, and the windows above it. Yeah, so when she came out, she walked off this way. Let's see if that post is still there. I have to go back and look. Here's a shot of that high school. The Western Star published this. The new building in Lebanon High School in 1929 it opened. And you can see that we were just there, and they came out these doors right here and did a scene right there. Again, an older shot, but these are the steps that they walked up, and these are the doors that she came out and did the scene, and she walked off over that way. This picture was from 1940. So I did a little more research on this. They didn't tear that school down. They turned it into an intermediate school, very intermediate school. And the reason I couldn't get my shots from Google Earth or Google Maps is because when you go to the front of it, right here, it's all covered wood. There's shrubbery there now. But this right here is the scene that where they were walking up the steps. I thought this school was demolished, but it's not. It's still there. It used to be Lebanon High School, but now they use it as an intermediate school. I did a little more research, but it's cool. See if they do get the front shots of it here. Yeah. Yeah, they exited that door right there. That was added on after the movie. That's the door they came out of as you walk that way. Then they did that scene at the top of these stairs here. And there it is, a better shot. This is exactly where Barbara Eden. Clip that and put that in your history book. That's a really good picture. And none of these are around anymore. I don't even think Barb Eden's are alive anymore. The sign's still there. They toilet papered that tree in the house. So you can see the 434 address in the movie. Just a little bit. It's right there. Move back a little bit. That's just mean. There's where that truck would pulled up. Nice bright colored sidewalk, and then the dark sidewalk, and then the curb. And you have dark sidewalk and then the curb. So it matched up. Same sidewalk. That's sure. It's a good looking tree. I wonder, because I see something that you don't usually see in steps. These are wooden steps, and they've still got the wooden balance in there. I want to see if that is the thing. I do believe so, because you can see the lines right there from where those support beams would be, and those are wooden steps. Probably the same steps. Now, I know the mailboxes and stuff changed, but I want to see if that light, yeah, outdoor light, see if it's still over there that close to that shutter. By God, it sure is. And you got this little corner right here too. But that light is still there. And yeah, those look at the very same steps that was done in that scene. And right here is one of the trees that had the toilet paper in it. And they did a scene, nighttime scene from that window, but it didn't come out very. So I got rid of it. 289,000. It's rural Ohio. And you just got the same porch, the original porch that Barb Eden stepped out on. But I'm not sure about this interior, and they may have remodeled on the inside. Because the scenes where, if you have to look at the movie along with this, I'll put the link to the full movie under this. It looks sort of the same. It looks like in the movie, it looks like they've added this closet, and this used to be a full wooden walkway, because there's a scene where she comes down the stairs. And I'm not sure. There's a scene where she comes down the stairs, but I'm not sure. It does look like this woodwork is original and painted though. Ah, but that's what I was looking for. Okay, the scene where they're eating in the kitchen. Okay, what I'll be looking for is this. I know that back in the day, these were built in. So let's see if there's one in that scene. Yeah, I really doubt this is the same that they used the interior of this house, because if they remodeled it to get this, they did some extensive remodeling. Yeah, so I don't think so. But it's not impossible. And coming to the door here, we have that's Clint Howard. That is director Ron Howard, Opie from Mayberry, Richie from Happy Days. Big time director now. That's his. This is his brother, Clint. He sounds like Richie Cunningham, but this man has gotten himself famous, and he's been in a bunch of different movies. All right, he's made himself not on the Howard name, but he's got himself famous for being ugly. It's a fact. He was only 19 in this. It makes me wonder if they knew each other, because when she was doing I Dream of Jeannie, they were also doing the Andy Griffith Show on the same lot. And Ron Howard, he was Opie, he was young. This is his younger brother. But that whole family came to the lot. If you look up Mayberry, USA, they came to the lot, and there's footage of him running around with his brother on the set. But Barbara Eden and I Dream of Jeannie with Larry Hagman and Bill Daly, they worked right on the same lot. So I wonder if this is like some kind of a favor thing or something to help him get a role or something. I don't know. That's cool. It's probably because he knows that I Dream of Jeannie. Ah, moped. He was on a moped. They would see one of those forever. Now I just noticed that going through this, you got a Bentley there or one there. This they actually did use in Lebanon, because I was going through the editing process, and I realized something here. See the balcony on top, then the little build off to the back right there. I'll show you. See, they did some filming when they did the flyover at the beginning of the movie. You see them go right past this. I already showed you where this stuff is no longer there. But I could tell by the balcony or the top of this home that this is a location that they used for the movie. You can see that it looks like a baby gate, sort of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they got the side right here that's covered by a tree. But they were using that for this scene here. I can't get down there, but I'm pretty sure that's a... Can't now with Google Maps. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see these right here? Right here, these spouts. Like little chimneys. 4 fireplaces. It's possible in them old houses. But you can see it. 1, 2. There's the top of another one there. And 3, 4. So if I go back to where I was real quick. What we're seeing is this, and that. You can see that there's one little part of a house here, another part of a house there. It's kind of like a mini White House. And boom, boom. Oddly enough, they have a replica of George Washington, the General George Washington, and they have one of these in the White House as well. There's a famous story about Dolly Madison in a fire at the White House where she saved the painting. And actually, you can see Jackie Kennedy when she's walking through there, giving a tour of the White House, a famous tour of the White House that she did. She makes a big deal about this painting, and they have an exact replica of it here in this movie, which is pretty cool. I just thought that was cool. You can see that in the White House too. The one that's in the White House, he's in a different attire though. He's in his general gear here in this one. The picture. Did we see anybody familiar in this scene? This is the second time he's in this movie. This is his debut. His film debut. Mr. Woody Harrelson. He gets credited as guy in red shirt that walks by. And then again, you see him again here. Guy who walks by. Right there he goes again. It's also used in the movie Milk Money with Melanie Griffith in it, 1993, 94. There's several scenes of it in there. It's the Village Ice Cream or Village Parlor. Actually, it would be this window right here. Now I know they got stripes across it, but you know they've changed these windows just a bit. They took the stripes out of it. The 2 posts and the door right there. A little bit different, but not much. Two posts right there in the door. They're taking off from this football field right here. There's the back of the school. There's the school, and there's that football field that they just took off from. Yeah, they're standing behind the goal line at the end right there. Right here. Right here's where they did all that. And if you turn around and look, you can kind of match up a little bit the school behind it. But they changed it just a little bit, but you can see these two doors and these two windows. That's where we're just at. Right in there. Or earlier. Ice cream parlor's right there. The house they use is up there. School's right back here. Right there's the school. Right there's the field they took off.